Okay, 2 more missions for the day. Sometimes you just gotta scream. I will say, the fact that they use some of the stills from the shows, or like colored versions of the manga, of their mangas, is still something I love. Okay, I'm more concerned with attack points with a minimum crew. Yeah, I actually gotta sit down and watch Buddy Complex now. I'm actually interested in this show. Like, after seeing, like, this would probably be the... Because let's see, I got into a couple shows after, experiencing it in this. And, like, SR. The only thing is, I do not... The interesting thing is... Because, okay, for those who don't understand how I normally watch my shows, I normally watch them while I'm at work. So, like, I'll have it play, and, like, I'll sit down and just watch it. Or if, I'm helping customers, I'll let it play in my ear. The issue is I can't do that with Buddy Complex, because I think it's only subbed. I don't think it has a dub. I mean, granted, I prefer... Sometimes I prefer, depending on the company, I prefer sub over dub sometimes. Oh! Oh, this guy. Yeah, we saw him with Embryo. I immediately didn't like him, because he was with Embryo. Actually, yes, this is correct. If you are in a position of command in the military, you are in charge of your subordinates. If one of them disobeys orders, the CEO would also be held responsible. But the CEO would also have to reprimand the troops. I have a feeling, yeah, no, I think this was a setup. This new chief is rubbing me the wrong way. Like, there's something... granted, like, not like... Here's the thing. I don't get the same vibe from this chief, like, the way they keep describing him. I don't get, like, the vibe like Embryo, where he was a piece of shit. It's not even like Schneisel or any of the Code Geass villains, like, where you were, convinced they were planning things 3 steps ahead. It just feels like he knows more. Yeah, like, and yeah, no, they're fighting a war on 2 fronts, essentially, because the Free Pact Alliance only had the Luxon and the Brandian in here. Meanwhile, Zogalia's sending an entire fucking army. Where the hell are they getting the people and the military manpower to do this? Something is going on. The strategy makes no sense. There's this guy again. Do they have a few... Okay, so they've got something predicting the future, it seems. I mean, granted, it's not impossible. I mean, if they have a quantum computer or something akin to Veda or the Zero System. And they're gaslighting her to... Fuck. There's so much shit going on here. Like, these guys are scum, but, like, they're not on the level of Embryo, but they're still scum. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Why does this sound like Cyber Dude type shit? Fucking course. Yeah, this is a setup. Basically, he seems to be forcing a coupling setup similar to what... Basically, trying to force what Dio and Aoba naturally have. It's a Cyber Noob type syndrome. That's basically what it is. So, she's compatible like Aoba, but he's not. Yeah, Aoba's a trooper. Like, Aoba is like... If I'm gonna be honest, Aoba out of the cast is the most impressive to me when it comes to, like, taking this with strides. Because all the others were still at least training to be, at the very minimum, a defense force or heroes. Wataru, a little bit to Wataru, it's still a little bit of a magical adventure. Like, he's the hero. But Aoba was just a normal civilian. There was no, like, greater call to eventually be a hero or anything. He was just placed in the Luxid and told to go. Yeah. The only thing in Wataru's favor is he's the chosen one, the savior. So he's been training with Amuro, Camille, Lieutenant Curbs. Wow. Of course, Smash. He's getting Gundam training. It makes sense. The real type, like, training with people like Koji, Tetsuya. Like, Tetsuya could train his body, but he wouldn't be able to train his piloting skills. A Mazinger is still a complete, fundamentally different system to a real type. The Gundams are probably the best ones to ever train with. And this guy's, yeah, and Mashimi here, I still can't remember how to say his name. He's got he's even better for it because he's in a Zaku. He's in a mass production mobile suit, though his is a custom variant, but still. Yeah, no, Bellry is the only one who can't offer him advice. Yeah, so since they got here, Zagalia, yeah, no, Zagalia has been, every mission with Zagalia has just gotten weirder and weirder. Yeah, no, they shouldn't be devoting this much power to another world that doesn't, because, if I remember correctly, the Warren Buddy Complex is a resource war. It's all over Nectar. So why the fuck are they coming to Alrath? There's none here. Yeah, and that's also a good point. Toen Sanga is just doing this because it gives them an opportunity to weaken stuff for the Reconquista. They're just trying to get back first. Same with the Capital Army. What the fuck is Zogalia's... I smell a conspiracy, and I smell at the center of it all is a piece of shit. Oh shit. Two new Violencers, both extraordinarily powerful. It sounds like the coupling system is operational. Fuck. Hero's figuring it out. If there were two people who were gonna figure out what the fuck's going on, I'd bet on Hero and Lelouch. They've confirmed there's a way back. Okay. So, yeah. That kind of makes sense, because, like... Tawanga and the Capital Army, and even the Marimei Army, they aren't getting reinforcements or supplies. It looks like they're just here with the troops they have. But Zogalia is allowed to go back and resupply and bring in new troops? Something is... It means that there's a better connection there than any of the other groups that Embryo's got working with them. As we're also going, I guess I want to talk about this too. I've noticed some parallels to Mobile Suit Gundam with, Mighty Complex's suits. In particular, Ioba to Amuro. Both found themselves sitting in the... Both were not soldiers, and found themselves sitting in the pilot seats of new experimental machines. Amuro in the RX-78-2, and, Ioba in the Luxon. And then the fact that both their main battleships are... There's the Swan, which is a white bird, and then there's the white base, otherwise known as the Trojan Horse, for Amuro. It's just some interesting connections. Yep. Thankfully, we don't have the Mazingers. Could you imagine if Zero showed up right now? Like, dimensional disturbance. I see. You have chosen death. Their bonds. Scenario 31. Would you believe there's like only 20 more scenarios left? We are almost done this game. Not only are we back in their world, we're back at the same spot where we left. Deploying the mobile squads. Zilgard, Wing Zero, G-Self, Zeta, Double Zeta, Kibble, Zaku, New Gundam. And I want to... While I'm remembering, I want to... Oh wait, I can't. I dumped the money into other machines. Yeah, there's no point for anyone else but the then the Buddy Complex crew to stay here. We've got 6 minutes. I will say though, it does seem like the way this is going, these worlds are not going to be as connected afterwards as say UC to AD to new correct Universal Century back in V, because like thanks to the Boson jump technology, the advancements in Getter, and the Boson jump railway, they basically connected those 3 worlds. I'm gonna hold off on using Puru, mostly because I want to see if I can get the funnels active. Yeah, they brought it up a few times in this stream. Like, it's interesting. By this point in SRV, we kind of figured out what everyone's goal was. But the only question was the unique antagonist. We just didn't know what they wanted. We knew that the Gamilons wanted to basically just destroy Earth. We knew... We kind of figured out a little bit of Embryo's plan, but like we got in like full swing by this point. Like we understood like he was just a creep and wanted Ange and perfected society and all that jazz. But So Gallia's just doesn't make sense. I mean, we kind of know what Char wants. At this point, Char's pretty easy to predict. Well, we know what Chars look for. Like, this is a Char who is kind of looking for purpose and humanity and all that stuff. So it's just figuring out how he's looking for it. Then there's Tobiah. We don't know why Tobiah's here. He just is, and he's still being a good boy. And he's awesome. I love him. Oh? He'd probably try to fight it. Oh, holy shit. It really is, yeah, because Char, even during the rebellion, when he was dropping Axis, it was still in his misguided way an attempt to push humanity forward. I say it was misguided because it was him dropping a meteor on the planet. I have a feeling Alfred's planning a coup d'etat in the middle of all this. It's not even the idea. Okay, the thing with Zero, it's not even the idea that self-improvement is unnecessary. It's that Zero believes itself to be perfection, and anything else that dares to think it is on its level deserves to die. Mostly the Mazingers, because it's the God complex. There can only be one. To Mazinger Zero, there can only be one God, and that is Mazinger Zero. That's why one of the triggers for the black box is another being on par with Mazinger. Because it's not allowed to exist. Because, like, you gotta remember, Koji's grandfather in the Zero timeline is much more onto the idea of Mazinger being a devil machine than a god. That it must be the most powerful thing to ever exist. Yeah. Dio comes off a bit brash, but he's kind of like Hiro. He's a prickly personality, but he's still well-meaning at the end of the day. Now that I know this is a move and fire, I love it. This is the best map attack.
全ターゲットをロック攻撃開始
I'm curious, do they have... Wait. Oh, that's interesting! The G Lucifer's funnel system does not require the new type skill. Because it makes sense because, unlike the others, it's not controlled by one person. That's the whole point of, the second pilot system. Because there were multiple ways that both sides tried to use funnels without new types. The most common one was wire and computer. Yeah, I can appreciate Duo just killing things from underwater. He's just like a deadly shark. This is just another perfect setup for Zero. Holy shit. Like, Hero isn't getting many kills through this, but it's setting up for a lot. Which is almost better, because it allows me to feed kills to the people who need it. Duo missed. And also, I'm gonna be genuinely honest. I did not know that, Hero's, what's it called? It was moving fire. I just found out this stream, and it's fucking great. You know, I don't think I've shown off this animation and why I absolutely love it. Like, this is like my favorite animation for Heavy Arms. It's so good.
戦争を続けるのなら俺が相手になる覚悟があるから戦うだけだ
Cause okay, the reason I love that animation, during the final battle of Endless Waltz, Showa wore that mask on his mobile suit. It's hit because while they were on Earth, all the Gundam pilots had covers. Showa Barton was his cover was he was a circus performer, and that was his mask. So the fact that he got one made to fit his goddamn mobile suit is great. There's also a beautiful, it's like one of the best animated scenes of the final battle from Heavy Arms' perspective. During it, the mask falls off and you see it in the ground, like in the snow, surrounded by bullet casings. I mean, that fight in general has so many beautiful scenes. When when Sunrise goes all out for a project because they got they're celebrating, they go way the fuck out. Oh, yeah. There's too many that are on their turf. The Brandian's pretty much not worthless, but he doesn't have universalized combat and he doesn't have the coupling system. He's like, Alfred's good. Dio's good too, but Alfred's a league of his own. Their teamwork is on point, even without the coupling system in a standard mass-produced Vi-Lancer. Huh? A Cygnus lookalike? Okay, oh, wait, makes sense. The Cygnus was a prototype. It's kind of like the White Base. It was a prototype. Of course they'd mass-produce it eventually. Who? Wait, as in the person who created... Oh. For them? Luxin and the Brandion. This is the Luxin next and the Brandion next. They're standardized and formally adopted models. And yeah, so thanks to this, remember that morale requirement for the coupling system I kept complaining about because it took so long for it to get started for both of them to be really useful to each other? That's gone. It is always online now. It is a permanent sync. So the ability sharing is ready to go from deployment. It is so... This is why I was so annoyed with them when I came back. Because I had these. And they're amazing. I love them. Yeah, and would you believe it's still not done? It gets better. It's just this is the start. Yeah, because of the fact that it's a more refined coupling system, instead of being like static-y visions of the memories, they just lived each other's lives. Okay, why the fuck? I don't know what's going on with that. It's like setting up the characters on Streamlabs. It's an even clearer sync. It's something with special characters seems to be having issues with the chat display. It's something on their end, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's too small. Yeah, it just needs to be special characters because it wasn't also recognizing quotes either. So, take a quick second to show off the new mechs. The next, pretty much the same stat-wise, except Ioba's is even more refined for melee combat, and Dio's is more refined for ranged combat. And then, the new coupling system. When either Ioba or Dio uses severe commands Flash, Focus, Bullseye, or Intuition, it is shared. That's just permanent. And Unicalized combat is even more powerful. And now Dio's like, holy shit, he wasn't lying. Oh, that feels so much better. God, I missed this. I was about to say, please, no, Camille. So pretty much everything with the Nexus, though, fixes the majority of the problems that the Buddy Complex suits had. Which, again, main issue. The fact that they took so long for the coupling system to kick in. Because it never failed. 9 out of 10 times, whenever the coupling system triggered, it was at the end of a mission, or they were... Because of the fact that their stats are so wildly different, by the time it triggered and they were useful, they were either too far back, or they just couldn't... Basically, it was always just too little too late for them. And wasn't to say that it was completely worthless, it's still very good. Also, thanks to that scene, Alfred's put at half health. The only issue you're going to have right now with the coupling system, Dio's doesn't have movement fire, but Ioba's does. I could not... It's weird. It's kind of dumb. In all honesty, I'd recommend throwing, what's it called, onto Dio, hit and run. And you fool, you have come into their territory. This is gonna suck. Because, yeah. So now with these two, the fact that they share these abilities, their SP pool is essentially doubled. Like, I cannot stress how broken this is if you know what you're doing. The only issue the only other issue I could see you having with these two machines is their energy supply. It is going to drain fast if you use Unislice combat a lot. Yeah, nope, even he's got respected. Ioba's got a fucking strong ass will. It's not like you could just come out and say, like, oh, I am feeding you information. Yeah. Alfred is... I'll put it honestly, if I'm to compare Alfred to any other character we've seen so far in this game, he's a Lelouch. He's planning shit in the background, and we're just pawns. Because... yeah. He understands he can't just come out and, like, join our side if he's going to cause change within the army. Especially a militaristic country like Zogalia. I don't know. Yeah, no, you two can get back on the Cygnus and stay home. There we go. Now they're true companions, forged through fire. You know, of course, at this point, it's like, okay, if I'm going to be honest, from just a tactically speaking, not even like the camaraderie and like, you know, the fact that they owe a lot to the, like, I've already invested so much into the fight in Alrath for the Cygnus crew that they had to see it through to the end. Tactically speaking, the Alliance Command would be stupid not to send them back. Because, Zogalia's got a front there. If they were to pull the Cygnus back, there's a chance that, the army that's in the, Alrath will come back. So if they do it this way, they could push one side that's now weaker because they're trying to stop us. In traveling companionship and life kindness, let's make the road ahead as kind and compassionate as we can. Back in Alrath. Yeah, now they're not Otherworlders summoned here against their will. They willingly came back. They essentially became one person. Yeah. Now Ioba is no longer listed as the resident crazy person. Yeah, freaking Tobiah doesn't really help. Tobiah and, what's it called? Bellary and the other Reconquista crew are from the future of UC. They are now brothers. I just felt every muscle in my hand just contract into a fist. Huh. That is a reaction. Like, the minute he appeared on screen, and like, the fist forward. I really hate this guy, holy shit. God. Can we just... God, I cannot wait to just kill him again. Oh, hey, this guy's on our side. Just says Alstom had nothing to kill everyone. Ah, yes, we're all on the same page.